It is time to settle one of the biggest debates in Forex trading. Which platform is the best trading platform for traders? On my channel, I get comments all the time saying, Nick, do more videos using TradingView, or Nick, use Metatrader more often. And people saying that they like the look of one platform better, or that the tools are more effective on one platform or the other. Well, today we're going to settle this debate. Today we're going to talk about numbers. We're going to talk about a vote that we're holding on the social media platforms that I have on Instagram as well as my YouTube channel. I put up polls on each one of these to determine which platform is the better platform, and I'm going to also review and give my personal opinion on these platforms. But at the end of the day, we will be able to see the numbers of who is the winner. Is it Metatrader or TradingView? Which platform is more popular among Forex traders? And we're going to talk hopefully about why I like or dislike certain things about both of these platforms. Let's go ahead and get into the video right now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so in the left side of the ring, this is not how I act. In the left side of the ring, we have the reigning champion, Metatrader 4. This is the old school tool that a lot of traders use and a lot of traders love. This tool is well known for being one of the most popular trading platforms for Forex traders, as almost all Forex brokers allow access to Metatrader 4, and its platform is super easy to use and pretty intuitive in nature. And in the right side of the ring, we have the challenger, or the possibly more new or more clean and young looking fighter, which is going to be TradingView. Now, I'm not to say this as if don't discount Metatrader 4, as it's the reigning champion and it slugs pretty good as well. Oh God, oh God, oh God. I'm cringing myself out. TradingView has a lot of new perks, and so does Metatrader 4. They both are great platforms in my opinion, and I'm pretty impartial, honestly, to trading with both. I like both platforms quite a bit, but for different reasons. I've actually got a score sheet that I'm gonna take a look at here, and we'll see, breaking down category by category, which platform is better in my opinion. Okay, traders, so I've taken a little bit of time here and I put together a basic score sheet for Metatrader 4 versus TradingView. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to go through each of these categories and judge Metatrader 4 at a scale 1 to 5 and TradingView as well. And what we can do is we'll start out taking a look at Metatrader 4.
Round 1, fight.
Okay, so I've got my Metatrader 4 platform pulled up here, and what you can see is that for the most part, what I do like about Metatrader quite a bit is that Metatrader is a very simplistic look. Things are very, very kind of, they are as they seem, right? On Metatrader 4, for the most part, things are just pretty straightforward. You have your candlestick chart, and up along the top, you have your toolbar where you have all different access to different sorts of things. At first, Metatrader 4 here can be considered a little bit clunky to a lot of people I know, just because the zoom in function, it's not as quite as easy as, the scroll function on Metatrader 4 kind of moves you around on the chart, whereas in TradingView, it zooms you in and out. Personally, I'm not sure if that's something that you can change or not, but the zoom in function is kind of a little bit kind of binary in a way, like you can't zoom halfway in between these two levels. So to me, that's a minor thing, but when you're charting quite a bit, these little things start to really add up. So on the flip side, we have TradingView. Now TradingView, the word that I would think for this platform as opposed to Metatrader 4, again, I mentioned that it looks very simple, right? On TradingView, I would say that the word to describe it is very clean. Price and everything on TradingView just looks really, really slick and clean. You have a very smooth transition if you want to look at the charts differently, right? So you have, if you want to zoom in, I can just zoom in with the mouse button. I can also use this panel to the side, and I can use the panel along the bottom, right? You have a lot of adjustments that you have control of, and the overall kind of layout of the chart is very, very clean as well. You have a search bar up at the top that is super easy to use. You have, you can change the time frame, you can change the type of chart that you're looking at, you can add indicators very easily. For the most part, the overall layout of TradingView, in my opinion, is just very clean, very straightforward. As you can see over here on the right side, we have all these different things, and there's kind of a lot to look at for starters. So I will say that, maybe in terms of appearance, TradingView has a very clean layout on the chart, but it also has a lot of things for you to look at all at once, and that can be a little bit confusing, a little bit overwhelming. And honestly, I've been using TradingView for years, and I still don't know what some of these things do. So now it's time for the scoring. Metatrader 4 overall performance versus TradingView. Remember, we're scoring 1 to 5. I should probably put that somewhere. 1 to 5, we're talking about 5 being really good and 1 being really poor. So the overall appearance when it comes to Metatrader 4, I'm going to give Metatrader 4, the platform itself, the appearance that it has, I'm going to give it a 3. And with TradingView, I'm going to give it a 4. Okay, and there's a reason that I choose TradingView overall for just its simple appearance. When I want to look at the charts, and I'm looking at charts all the time, to me, having a very smooth transition between how I look at the charts and all that sort of stuff is very important to me. I need to be able to very cleanly and very easily look and change things on the charts, which you can do with Metatrader. Don't get me wrong, a 3 is not necessarily a terrible score, but a 4 is given to TradingView in my opinion, just because of how slick and how clean everything lays out and how easy it is to adjust the charts to your liking.
Round 2, fight.
Next up is going to be trading tools. And this is a big one. For a lot of people, including myself, software is very important to trading, right? If you want certain indicators, if you want certain risk management tools, all that sort of stuff. Metatrader 4 and TradingView both have a different option list available when it comes to trading tools. So let's go ahead and jump into Metatrader 4. So when it comes to Metatrader 4, we're still in the navigator window here. You can see, you have a lot of options. When it comes to software, there is a lot of built-in tools here for traders looking to use software. The other really cool thing about Metatrader 4 and why I honestly love the software tools so much about Metatrader 4 is the customization and the ability to kind of write in the programming language in Metatrader 4, which is MQL4. Now, if you're not a programmer, don't worry, this still applies to you because there's downloads all over the internet and things for you to purchase and things for you to buy. In fact, that's some of the things that I sell myself is like my currency strength meter, right? The currency strength meter is a tool that I programmed in MQL4 specifically for Metatrader 4. This is awesome because tools like this can be programmed and brought into Metatrader 4, and you can easily add whatever you'd like. You can go into these folders, right? If I went into, my folders and grabbed, I can add or remove things as I like. And honestly, it's kind of more sandbox in the mode that you can easily create things for Metatrader built around whatever software demands or software needs you have. If you want to build expert advisors, which are trading robots, right? You can build that. If you want indicators, you can build indicators and put them into your trading, your Metatrader 4 trading platform. All that sort of stuff is super, super important, especially if you rely on software for part of your trading, as I do myself. TradingView, on the flip side, also has some built-in ways that you can write scripts and write code. But here's my honest opinion. I don't love the trading language. The coding language associated with TradingView. That's my personal opinion there. Of course, people will disagree. I don't love it. It's called PineScript, and I have programmed it in the past. It's just not as intuitive, in my opinion, as Metatrader 4. I have a background in software development, in case you don't know that about me. I went to school specifically for computer science, and Metatrader 4 to me is a much more intuitive language. MQL4 is just very easy to program. However, that doesn't say negative things entirely about TradingView because the indicators available on TradingView are awesome because not only do you have the tools available by default, or the built-ins as they call them, but you also have the ability to search up what other people have built in the TradingView community and apply them to your chart, or to purchase them directly, or do some sort of way to get that software onto your chart. So to me, overall, I think that both platforms have a decent opportunity or decent options for using trading software. Now, if I had to put a score to this concept, when it comes to trading tools, I'm going to have to give Metatrader a 5. And the reason I say this is because I'm a little bit biased. I build tools specifically in Metatrader 4. It's a language that I really understand. It's something that I use every single day for my trading, and I just love the language, and I love the sandbox kind of style when it comes to Metatrader 4. So when it comes to trading tools and software, Metatrader 4 is going to be a 5 for me. And when it comes to TradingView, here I'm going to give it a 3. And it's not that I think that TradingView has bad options. It's more so that Metatrader 4 just has incredible options. So let's talk about the smoothness. So I want to clarify a little bit here. When I say smoothness, I don't necessarily mean the same thing as the overall appearance. What I'm talking about here is transition and talking about navigation and how easy it is to maneuver around these two platforms. So Metatrader 4 to me is a bit on the clunky side. It's a bit old-fashioned. It's a lot of people complain that Metatrader 4 is a little bit old school and that it doesn't have all the bells and whistles, which is again a positive for some and a negative for some, right? Some people like the simplistic side. But in terms of clunkiness, to me, the zoom function is kind of a little bit frustrating. These tools to me are a little bit clunky as well. The scroll to the end of the chart and the distance kind of thing, or whatever you call this, what is shift into of the chart from the right border, right? This to me, you know, it makes sense, but it's just a little bit on the clunky side. Not to say that I don't, you know, I can't get over this concept, but for me, the overall bias here is a little bit more to the side that things on TradingView are a little bit less clunky. So let's take a look at TradingView. So back to TradingView, honestly, the smoothness of the chart is just incredible. You can grab the chart just by left clicking and you can move it around. You can adjust it. You know, if you have something you want to just do over here, you know, if you want to make room on your screen, you have something else pop up, right? TradingView just has a very smooth interface, as I mentioned, with the overall appearance. So to wrap up on the smoothness factor, we'll keep things simple here. I'm going to say that Metatrader in terms of smoothness is only going to get a 2, and I'm going to say with TradingView, it's going to get a 4. The reason for this is, again, Metatrader 4 to me is still a bit clunky. I still use it every single day. I use both of these platforms, but the clunkiness, I will say, is a little bit, I've been using it for years and it still feels a bit clunky to me. So let's talk about free content. Everybody wants to hear about free content. Well, the thing about Metatrader 4 when it comes to free content is that I don't really think that there is much available to pay for, unless you're looking to buy products and services from other individuals who sell Metatrader tools. Metatrader has a lot of everything built in, right? You can get this through most brokers, right? So we'll get more into that in a second. But for the most part, a lot of the stuff that's available is as is, and you have it all for free. TradingView on the counter side is going to be one of probably the biggest complaint here in terms of free content. They do give you quite a bit for free, and I'm not ungrateful because I love TradingView. I think it's a great platform. I don't personally own the, or I used to pay for the premium, but I don't have the premium service anymore just because I don't use it quite as much as I use Metatrader, just because, again, I use a lot of trading software. But in terms of free content, you do get quite a bit amount of stuff, right, for free. You get templates. I think you get 1 free template. You also get a lot of indicators for free, and you can add up to 3 indicators on the chart at a time. Now, 3 indicators, depending on your trading style, is either sufficient or it's just not enough. And if it's not enough, then this is going to be a big problem and probably going to be frustrating because the membership or the premium on TradingView is not extremely cheap, and it can be kind of expensive for people who are working on a budget, right? So in terms of overall access to free content, you do get quite a bit with TradingView, but there are some limitations that Metatrader just does not have. So in terms of free content, I'm going to have to give Metatrader 4 a 5. I almost said Metatrader 5 a 4, but Metatrader 4 deserves a 5 in this category, in my opinion, just because of the fact that, you know, here you get everything for free. You get everything as part of, you know, just having the Metatrader 4 platform. You get it all. So with TradingView, again, you get a lot of good stuff for free, but I think that the price as well as what you get for the price, just in my personal opinion, is not quite there. That's just, again, my personal opinion, and I would say that the 3 here is probably well deserved. You get some really good stuff for free on TradingView, again, but it's not quite as good compared to just having free access to most things on Metatrader 4. Now I'm looking at the premium content, and because Metatrader 4 doesn't have any premium content, I'm realizing that this probably is not a very good thing to have, and I should probably have started over the video, but so let's talk about broker access. The cool thing about Metatrader 4 is that it is available on almost all Forex brokers offer Metatrader 4. In fact, I've seen very few that don't offer Metatrader 4. So in this category, Metatrader 4 is going to have to get a 5 because they get a lot of stuff. They get a lot of access for a lot of brokers, and for the most part, it's a pretty universal tool. TradingView on the other end is not very available to most brokers. You know, at least a lot of brokers are not available on TradingView, and there are some limitations there. But when you do have access to it, which I do, fortunately, for my broker, the cool thing here is TradingView does offer the platform there for that. So we'll see, you know, overall, maybe in the future that will change. But for me, in the time being, TradingView is going to, for broker access, is just going to get a 3, kind of a middle line there, because some brokers have access and others don't, depending on where you are in the world and kind of just the regulations and things that are set up on TradingView. It's going to be different for where you are in the world. So that brings me to a conclusion. I actually haven't calculated this up, so I don't know which one's gonna win, but let's see how good my math is. 3 plus 5, that's 8, 9, 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. Then we have 20 here for Metatrader 4, and we have 4, 7, another 7, so that's 14, 15, 16, 17. So overall, 17 for TradingView and 20 for Metatrader 4. So there's my personal opinion. And this was, again, kind of built just on the concept of these categories that I find valuable. But depending on where you are with your trading and what you value, these categories might be weighed differently.
Final round. Fight!
Okay, traders, so the results are in. You guys on my social media, you gave your opinion here. I put up a vote both on my Instagram here on the right side, and you can see on the YouTube side as well. I gave my subscribers and my followers the chance to pitch in what they think. We had 716 votes here on YouTube, and overall, TradingView did come in first place. You can see not by a huge amount. You can see that we had 52% of people saying that TradingView was their preferred platform. They think it's better. And then we have on Instagram, 130 people said Metatrader 4 and 143 people said TradingView. Let's pull up the calculator really quick and we will see what that actually comes out to. So we had 130 out or plus. We had 143. This gives us 273 total votes. So 143 out of 273 gives us about a 52.4%, kind of the same results, interestingly enough, between both of these platforms. So on Instagram, we had a 52% TradingView vote, and on YouTube, sure enough, we had a 52% vote for TradingView as well. So it seems like between the community here, the reason that this is such a big debate, as we had originally kind of speculated on, was because these platforms are pretty split. People seem to like both TradingView as well as Metatrader, and for different reasons. Now, I mentioned previously that my personal favorite, based on those stats, would have been Metatrader 4, but I do want to clarify that I think for strictly charting, if I was only to be doing my charting on one of these two platforms, I would probably lean towards TradingView. And I think that if I was doing all around, good, easy access to a broker, I think that Metatrader is the winner. So for me personally, and according to you guys, TradingView seems to be the more popular charting platform. As I mentioned here on my Instagram, I said, which platform do you prefer for charting specifically? So for charting specific, it seems like TradingView is the winner here, not by a ton, but by a small margin. And again, I probably pretty much agree with that. I think for charting, TradingView is my opinion. But then for all around, if I'm just day to day, everything trading, software, all that sort of stuff, accessibility, I think Metatrader 4, as I mentioned, based on my scorecard there, was the favorite. So overall, interesting results, guys. I hope this was helpful to you. If it was, please smash that like button down below. It helps me out here on the YouTube channel. And I hope that this review was helpful to you in making your own decision for which platform you would prefer to use. Thanks very much, guys, for watching. We'll catch you next time.